All right. What do you know? What do you know? We got it going. Hey, Paradise. Little Pookie, Chris Murray. Good morning. We got this. We'll entertain each other. All right. I like the sound of that. Watcher. Tabitha. Watchers listening but not chatting. We get it. We get it. Good morning, guys. How was everybody today? Whoa, 22 people. That's a heck of a start for the morning show. Good morning, everyone. So, hello, welcome to Jay and Toby's True Crime in the Morning. Today, if you're not familiar with our show here, we are the sister show to the main Jason Hebert channel, where I interview the loved ones of missing persons and unsolved crimes in an effort to help spread awareness and bring justice. This morning show is a bit of an extension to that nighttime program, and it works a bit differently. Instead of interviewing the subjects, we instead take a look at stories from a third-party perspective and give our opinions on them, as well as get to know you guys, the subscribers, a little better. Today on the show, we get a couple stories on Josh Duggar, his trial. The guy from, one of the children from 19 Kids and Counting, I believe is the name of the show. 2 American tourists are sentenced to life in prison for murdering an Italian newlywed police officer. A 13-year-old Pennsylvania teenager is found fatally shot 6 months after going missing, unfortunately, and much, much more. Hello, David. David says, good luck from England. All right. We got a good group of people here. Guessing it's maybe because of the title of it, because this is a good turnout for us. So, if you're not familiar with this morning show, like I said, it's a bit of an extension to our nighttime program, and it works a bit differently. We just kind of look over some news, things like that, have a little fun. We also raise money during this show to support our main show. Support the efforts required to find the families that we interview, research their cases, promote their stories, and everything else that comes along with, all those time-intensive processes. We have about 125, 130 interviews and counting on the main channel, and it's always growing. We got a couple more coming later this week. So if you would like to support us, we do appreciate you. And what we do in return is we put you up on the main screen like this, stream supporters. Live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. I don't know why that is showing there. 7 children. Okay. Sorry, reading. So, like I said, you'll see N/A because obviously since we're just starting, we don't have any donations just yet. But once you do donate, you'll see it on screen like this. Boom. Just like that. Boom. And right where the N/A is where you will go. And then every time we get a donation, little Toby here in the corner, who just woke up, so he's a little tired still, gets a treat. This is something fun we do to incentivize people to support the channel. So he gets a treat, but for the first 20 minutes or so, we call it the lightning round. Toby gets double treats for each donation. So if you'd like to help Toby out, the man needs bacon. As you can tell, the poor thing can't even stand up. He's so tired. He's so malnourished within the first 20 minutes. So until noon, right now it's 11:40. Until noon, gets him double bacon. It's 2 bacon treats with each donation. So thanks for joining us, guys. It puts chat on screen. Cool. Yeah, I don't know what that just was. Right there, talks about showing up on StreamYard. Thank you, Peridot Eyes. Just please, I appreciate that. How going forward though, guys, just because they don't take anything out, if you could use the link right here, it's in the description, but it's also right there. I do appreciate that though, Peridot Eyes. Thank you so much for that. I just tried to do it on the on that link there because YouTube takes a very, very large chunk out of the super chat. So that's just a much more effective way, if we could. But thank you so much for that one. We will count it towards Toby's treats, of course. Give me 1 second. I just want to load our main account before we start reading our stories so that when you guys do donate, I can see it and give you guys credit immediately. Because unlike the super chats, the PayPal donations don't pop up automatically. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, so we'll start with Peridot Eyes. We'll count it, right? Why not? Stream supporters. I didn't copy it, but that's me. I work overnight shift now, guys. So if I seem a little tired and forget some things like I just did, forgive me. It is my brain trying to catch up. I came home, was up for a while, fell asleep for like an hour and a half, and now I'm back up. So stream supporters, Paradise for 5. Going forward, remember, guys, if you could use that link, no, don't worry about it. You got no reason to apologize. I just want people to know going forward. Only because typically what we do, Paradise, just so you know why I ask it. There's a couple of reasons actually, but I typically, let's say I have a goal like $100 in a day. A lot of time that's a typical goal. I'll see, like, let's try to hit $100. If I do it through the PayPal, I'll end up getting like 97 of that. Whereas if I do it through Super Chat, I get, I think, 70 or 65. I forget if they take 30 or 35%. So 97 versus like 65 or 70, it's a huge difference. Talking 25, 30 bucks or whatever it is. So big difference. Plus, goal. Yes, we'll do $100 for the goal. Plus, on top of that, let's say, brain is still turning on. Plus, on top of that, the super chats take like almost 2 months to come to me, whereas these ones are like instant. So we do have a couple. The PayPal ones are instant. That's what I was going to say. Wow, I'm really finding it hard to recall information since I just woke up. Like that took me a good little bit to recall that. I hope that doesn't continue for the duration of the show. Forgive me. Okay, guys. So first thing, I was informed a couple days ago about CrimeCon. I knew it was coming, but for some reason I just kind of assumed that it's was going to be an online only thing. Do we have anybody going to that? Because I think I'm going to go. Keep it between us, though. Anyone who watches our little daytime program here, which doesn't get a ton of viewers, I don't want it really floating around because it's in Texas. And for whatever reason, a lot of people that I've gotten to know over this last 2 years since I've been doing YouTube, very much of them have a connection to Texas. And many of them, I don't want to know I'll be in Texas. So I don't want it super well known that I'm going down there. Not that most people will care, but a few people will. And I want to keep it quiet. I'm not going, by the way, in any kind of official capacity. I'm just going to go and try to catch the show, see what it's about. I'm not going to be having a table or anything like that. But I'm going to be I figure if I wear a mask and by how tall I am, most people would not assume I'm the height I am. So I think I'll be able to kind of, no one will see me. No to you. What YouTube money? What do you mean, Parado? I'm not even showing this super chat. Yeah. So if you watch her, I'm actually streaming this to both channels. So some of you guys will be in 2 different channels and won't see the chat. That's why you're not seeing super chat watcher. You're probably in the smaller channel. So I'm only doing that because I was talking about CrimeCon. I figured I'd get everyone we can to come in. So I did it to the main channel too. So you'd love to go to CrimeCon. Lorden is going. Yeah, I talked to John last year. That's how me and John met, as a matter of fact. He had emailed me and he said, hey, last year at CrimeCon, I was talking about your channel. And when he introduced himself, that's how we ended up doing a video together. So that'd be cool, I think, to visit John. I assumed he's going. Do we know for sure that, Andy, what are you doing there? Get on the road. Do we know for sure that John is physically going to be there, or is he doing the virtual one? Because I'm going to physically go. I've been looking for a reason to get away, you know. I've been trying to do like a road trip that keeps getting pushed back, but I figure I'll do I'll go there to Texas. I think I can make that one happen now that I'm working. Pics and vids of CrimeCon for us who cannot go. Yeah, I'll take plenty of pics and vids, that's for sure. Absolutely. I'm sorry. So even though it was on the super chat, we're going to count Peridot Eyes' donation of the $5 because poor Toby needs his treats. Is anybody else going? I guess most people can't go because how can you fly across the country for something, something like that? Must be hard. And plus, because of COVID, I'm sure it's going to be real small turnout. But that's the only reason I am going, because I don't want to go to a giant thing, to be honest. I especially don't want to have a booth there. But I'd like to meet some of the people who have channels and stuff like that. I think it's probably going to be my only opportunity to do that. So I'm excited about it. I was just talking about it with someone last night. And I'm like, oh, wait, they're still doing that? They were telling me, are you going to have a booth there? I'm like, no. But I didn't even know they were doing it. And you just, thank God told me about it, because otherwise I probably wouldn't even have known. I'm in my own world over here, me and Toaster. I got to find someone to watch him, as a matter of fact. So, okay, that's our first donation. And say thank you to Peridot Eyes for your 2 oh, he dropped them. Eat that one, buddy. Say thank you. We are 5% towards the goal. So if you would like to support, please remember to use this link going forward right here, not the super chat. Okay, if you're in the main channel, because the other channel won't even let you super chat. No doing of mine. Just I'm not important enough for super chat. They decided. They said, he doesn't need it. Nobody likes him. So Josh Duggar trial in child P-word case is set for July. This article goes over what can happen. There's a second article I want to read real quick, at least a piece of it, where it says Josh Duggar had more than 200 images of child SA material on his computer, according to authorities. So this dude is bad news. We have read a lot about him. The only person we've covered as much as him recently is, what's his name there? The new Delphi suspect. These are the two people that the channel has been looking at quite a lot the last few days. Chris says, Chris Marie, I would love to be able to make it to CrimeCon maybe next year. So everyone who's not going, is it all money-related reasons, or is anybody just going because that doesn't interest them? What's up? Is it all money? Because believe me, it's going to be a struggle for me too, but I'm going to barely be able to get it going. I've watched 19 Kids and Counting since they started. I feel so stupid. Well, I don't feel stupid because how the heck were you going to know, And if that's the case, all of judging from what we hear about these Hollywood people, we should all feel stupid because apparently there's some little cult of people into this stuff in that community. Yeesh. So he's pleaded not guilty to 2 charges of child P-word, and his attorneys have said they intend to, quote, fight back in court. So Josh Duggar's heading to trial this summer. The former 19 Kids and Counting star, who's now 33, boy does time fly, was arrested on April 29th and has pleaded not guilty to 2 charges. 1 count of receipt of child P-word and 1 count of possession of the aforementioned material. On Wednesday, a judge ruled that Josh will be released from an Arkansas detention center, though he must remain with third-party custodians. LeCount and Maria Reber, and cannot see his 6 children without pregnant wife Anna present. Maybe if you watch the show, you know who these people are. I've never heard those names. LeCount Reber and Maria Reber. Who are these? Are these a family that he knows? I don't know what that means. That's a lot of money for flight and tickets and hotel. Yeah. To be fair, I don't 100% know that I'm going to be able to afford it. However, I assume I will because of the job that I have now. They're offering me a lot of overtime and stuff. And I'm thinking, you know what? If I bang out like 2 to 3 overtime shifts a week, that would pretty much be enough to go over the course of a month. I think I can make it happen. So a pretrial hearing is set for July 1st, while the trial is scheduled to begin on July 6th. On Wednesday, a judge ruled that we already read that. He faces up to 20 years of imprisonment and fines of $250,000. If you don't know Joshy Poo, he deserves every bit of that 20 years because this man is on file of having touched 5 younger girls, 2 of them being his younger sisters. So if you're thinking, hey, we don't know if he did this, that's a lot of time, he's done plenty. So if he added up to me, I'd give him 200 years, never mind 20. So it makes his total possible sentence 40 years because, wait a minute. Oh, because there's 2 charges. There you go. Rack it up, baby. 40 years for Joshy Poo, according to a press release from the U.S. Attorney's Office in the West District of Arkansas. Josh Duggar has been charged in a 2-count indictment. He has pled not guilty to both charges, and we intend to defend his case aggressively and thoroughly. In this country, no one can stop prosecutors from charging a crime, but when you're accused, you can fight back in the courtroom. And that is exactly what Josh intends to do, said his attorneys Justin Gelfand, Travis W., Story, and Greg Payne in a statement previously obtained by People. Good for you guys. Yeah, you're going to fight. Who cares if he gets off and hurts more kids? He deserves to fight because it's America. Get out of here with that crap, guys. Posters are being read over the radio in that 18, yeah, as Watcher says, 18 months old. They were children, and a babysitter. It's a deal. I heard it was abuse of child porn. I said the phrase, distribution. Good morning, Mary. Those people are feeling. All family friends, okay. Abuse of child, people with distribution. Well, I've read a lot of articles on it, and those are the two charges they seem to keep naming. I don't know if more are coming or what. Maybe that's what you heard, that more charges are coming. But right now, those are the two they keep focusing on, at least in what I'm reading. So on Wednesday, Josh appeared at a virtual detention hearing in Arkansas and was told by Judge Christy Comstock that he must be confined to the homes of LeCount and Reber, described in court as close friends of the Duggar family, as Watcher just told us, and be monitored with GPS tracking. The judge also noted that she cannot in good conscience release Josh to Anna and their 6 children. Thank God for this judge. Mariella, Mason, Meredith, Marcus, Michael, and Mackenzie, who live there. Those girls wouldn't be safe with him in the house because this little shit continues to do crimes. So put him anywhere, and if you got young girls there, they're not safe. What's wrong with Anna? She had no idea. I don't know, Paradise. Yeah, tell me about it. How can you have no idea what's going on in a house like that? Sickening. So the judge also noted, however, Josh has been granted unlimited contact with his children so long as Anna is present. He may not see any other minor child, including his nieces and nephews. If you want to see his lovely little smiling predator face, allegedly, here we go. There they are. There's Joshy, looking every bit as creepy as you might imagine someone of that vein would look. During the hours-long hearing, prosecutors claimed that a forensic examination of Josh's devices, including an HP computer and a MacBook that included a backup of an iPhone 8, allegedly found multiple files containing child P-word had been downloaded. Josh's devices were seized by Homeland Security in March 2020, and Agent Gerald Faulkner provided a summary of the forensic analysis in testimony at the hearing. According to Faulkner, the files included a series of child sexual abuse material involving minor children ranging from about 18 months of age, as Watcher said, or Annie, to 12 years of age. Yes, 18 months. Do you know what kind of human being it takes to touch an 18-month-old baby, infant, toddler, whatever the hell the proper word is? I don't like this modern idea of trying to like pre-human. Style-wise, you mean Pookie? Yeah, people are into some weird stuff now. Yes, he will claim entrapment. Claim whatever you want, Joshy. He's going down. Absolutely demonic. I don't get why people won't log on this one. We have our first PayPal donation of the day. Not our first donation, but our first PayPal donation from the lovely Ronnie, who comes in with, I believe it's, yeah, that probably after it was probably charged, I believe 25. Yeah, he's getting one, Peridot. He sure is, because Ronnie's coming through with a biggie, getting us 25% of our daily goal in one swoop. Boom. Thank you to Ronnie. The amazing Ronnie, who is here almost every day, hanging out, supporting, and being her lovely self. Kind of like the Annies, the Watchers, the Marys of the world, the Kaleidoscopes. We get a lot of, it's not a big group, guys, but we got a lot of, the people who are here are pretty regulars. I'm pretty happy with this. I never expected it to be anything like our nighttime interview group. Wait, why is there a comma there? But I like the little group we have for our daytime group. It's effective. We're good peeps over here, right? We got good peeps, and we get 27 people in here today. All right. So we're still in the lightning round. We actually got 5 minutes left of the lightning round. So Toby gets double treats for Ronnie's donation. Where are you, Ronnie? Say hello. Hey, it is Ronnie. I haven't bought a new keyboard yet, so I'm not going to type so much. Understandable, Ronnie. Ronnie spilled, what was it, into her keyboard. Here you go. Oh, say thank you, Ronnie, first. Thank you, Ronnie. You're the best, Ron. Coming from me, too. What did you spill in your keyboard? Geez, you said it like 5 times. I know this. It's my dang brain. Oh, Tabitha. So I have this going in both of my channels. So if you're not seeing everyone talking, you might need to change channels. Most people are in the big one. I did this to both channels because I started it in the little one, and I said, "Oh, let me do it to the big one," because I thought we were going to talk about CrimeCon a little. I said I want a few more people to know we're going to talk about CrimeCon that might be there and stuff. I don't want a lot of people to know, but I figured I'd do it on the main channel. I don't know. Most people don't. Most of my audience doesn't watch these little morning videos, so I figured only the true fans will know, even if I put it on the main show. So if you're not seeing someone I'm talking to, it's because you're in the wrong chat. So let me see. Since we got about 2-3 minutes left in the lightning round, I'm just keeping an eye to see if any donations come in by then, because I don't want to miss them. And okay, yeah. So Ronnie's was 25. Perfect. Okay, back to Joshy. So his device receives, according to Gerald Faulkner, Homeland Security, the files included, as we said, 18 months to 12 years. So this is a real sicko, guys. I mean, it's all sick, but 15 years old is as gross as it is. It's a whole other level than 18 months old. It's not even a person. It's just a little lump, 18 months old. It's just, I can't even, it makes me want to just shake somebody thinking of it. I can say in 11 years of doing this, in the thousands and thousands of child P-word images and videos I've unfortunately had to see, this series ranks in the top 5 of the worst I've ever had to examine. Oh my God, this guy. So this not FBI, this Homeland Security guy is saying, even of all the child abuse he's seen, pictures, these are the worst of the worst. Like, how bad do you have to be to get that said about you? He's not only a molester, he's like a top 5 of all the molesters I've ever seen. Oh my God, this guy it's brutal reading about this guy. We read about him a lot. I hope this ends soon, to be honest with you, because I'm sick of seeing this guy's face and thinking about what he's done. So Josh, who's the oldest of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar's 19 kids, has faced various legal battles and controversies over the years. In May of 2015, he apologized for his wrongdoing following the release of a 2006 police report that revealed he had been investigated as a teen for inappropriately touching 5 underage girls, including his sisters Jill and Jessa, who are now 29 and 28. They stepped forward as 2 of the victims. So not only are we talking, child abuse, but he's throwing in some incest, sprinkling in a little incest for a little flavor. Sprinkle some incest in there, huh? Unbelievable. Some people, man, their brains just don't work like the rest of ours, I guess. I'm a nice person, says Peridot Eyes, but I'll take care of Josh so the justice system doesn't have to. Yeah, Dexter's coming back on the air. Can we send Dexter Joshy's way? Is Dexter in Oregon or New York? I heard both. Can someone send Joshy up to Oregon or over to New York to get a coffee? Over to New York to get a coffee? Yes, I'm a Boston guy with a weird Boston accent making fun of the weird New York accent. So sue me. Okay. Next. 2 American tourists are sentenced to life in prison for murdering an Italian newlywed police officer. By the way, we are out of the lightning round, so each donation will get Toby a regular treat now. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, all the hopefuls who wanted to get Toby 2 treats, but he's going to just have to deal with 1. Jason, tell Ronnie I'm thinking of her since she's not in this chat. You're slipping. Sorry. No, JP, do the link. Thank you for the donation, JP. We will count it, but just to remind everyone, since since YouTube takes a huge chunk of it, please use this link, the one right there. They both sing it, yeah. Please try to use that link, but we do appreciate that, JP, who says, CrimeCon in Austin is so ironic. Our town has been ruined by the homeless problem. Be careful downtown. Please speak up for us. I'll be sure to check that out. I plan to bring a camera down there, and maybe I can do a little videography thing on it. Videography, documentary. I can't even talk. Thank you, JP. We appreciate the $5 super chat. Just a reminder, though, guys, just because they take a huge chunk out, try to remember to use the PayPal link. I love this. But I will count you because you deserve it, right? Of course you do. So we're going to take a look at the homeless problem. Do you know something, JP? I've always wanted to grab a camera and kind of talk to homeless people, learn their stories, that kind of stuff. I think that would be really cool. So maybe I'll do that. Because I definitely have no problem shedding light on the story, but I also don't want to villainize them, of course, But yeah, I'd like to see. I didn't realize that was a big problem in Austin. I knew the West Coast, like some areas of California and stuff, had a huge problem. I think Seattle, LA, a couple places like that. But I didn't realize Austin did. I always hear of Austin as this really cool city. People seem to love Austin. I don't know. But I'll definitely check it out and try to do a little maybe mini documentary on it. Because I'm going to be out there for maybe 3 days or so. But I appreciate that. JP says, please bring eyes to the problem. I sure will, my good sir. And just please remember, guys, because we've had 2 people super chat. I can't complain. I appreciate and love anyone who wants to support. But just a reminder, please try to use the link which is in the description or in the chat. It is much better for multiple reasons than the super chat. Just try to remember for the show. JP says, I have the biggest heart. That's not what it's about. They came in on buses. Please read the news reports. Absolutely. No, I wasn't trying to insinuate that. Not by any means. I get it. It's tough for everybody. It must be hard when the downtown is kind of getting ravaged by them. And of course, they're not trying to hurt anybody, but they, anytime you have thousands and thousands of them conglomerating anywhere, it's only going to be bad. So I totally get it. Believe me, I wasn't insinuating that, anything like that. Just sad all around, huh? And, but yeah, I would definitely like to take a look at it. I'll help bring some attention to it as much as I can anyway. Morning, Sham. So Finnegan Lee Elder stabbed an officer. Well, I'm sorry. We got to give Toby his treats we'll count it as the lightning round. You know what? We'll do double treats the whole show. What does it matter? Give Toby double treats. He deserves it. He's hungry. He can't even stand. Look at him over there. So this comes from JP. You got to say thank you, JP. Thank you, JP. You might want to stand to say hello, Toby. Don't be rude. But okay. At least you said thank you. So we'll count it. There's one from JP. Hey, Chris. Welcome, good sir. And there's 2. Yeah, you can. I know the lightning round's over, but you can take it. If Dad says you can have it, you can have it. That's the rules. All right, everybody. We appreciate you. Donations coming on through. Oh, real quick, one more from Sabrina, who comes in with $8 donation. So far, we got Ronnie, Peridot Eyes, JP, and Sabrina. Shammy. I think I might have an interview, guys. If not tomorrow, the next day. I'm working on a couple. So bear with me on this main channel because they are coming. I am working my butt off to get them. Believe you me. Now that I have my job working overnights, I get a lot of downtime. So I'm spending that time interviewing families. Messaging families and trying to set up interviews. It's good stuff. Everything is good. Okay. 2 more treats for the toaster from the wonderful, lovely Shammy. Here you go, sir. Wait, did you say thank you to Shammy? You got to say hello. Thank you, Shammy. I'm going to reposition him here. See if I can get him sitting up. And plus, that breath is kicking. Oh my God, is that bad breath? Toby, you just wake up. Did you eat a dead mouse in your sleep or something? Ooh, 1 second. 1 second, guys. Yeah, let's get you. There you go. Is that better? Let's sit you up. That's a little better. All right. We got to get the host of our show on camera. He's the looks of the show. Hoster. I'm the brain, the dumb brain. He's the looks. Okay, give me 1 second here. You all right? Oh, one last donation, sorry, and then we'll get going on the news again. We have $5 from the lovely Annie. Come on, buddy. You good? One more. Look at him. He knows. He knows the words. When I say donation, I swear he's like, donation? Where's it at? Baking me out, son. Oh, wait a second. You know what, guys? I have Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So when the next few donations come in, we're going to give him some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. 1, it's delicious. 2, it's hilarious when he eats it because it's a loud crunch. Let me grab him some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Am I going to sing for us someday? I did sing for you guys. You guys saw my music. Give me 1 second to get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. All right, guys. So the next few donations that come in, instead of bacon, since Toby just had, 8 pieces of bacon, we're going to give him Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Give him some crunchies. And then if we hit our goal, which we're at $57 away, we'll give Toby the whole bowl. So at the end of the show, we give him the giant bowl. He wraps his hands around it, and he crunches away. It's cute. You're not as restricted as we are. I heard him rap on another channel. You sure did. On my hidden little channel. That's an old one where I got my little movie and stuff like that. Annie. I got to put Annie on here. So, guys, your next donations will get Toby Cinnamon Toast Crunchy. These are funner because it's hilarious to Nick played a Jason Rat. Wow, very good. Thank you, Kaleidoscope. I didn't know Nick played one. It's kind of fun listening to him crunch them. Ready? Some people get a kick out of it. Fell in his chest. Okay. So let's take a look at these stories, guys. Let's see who this is killing police officers and such. A lot of psychos in the news today. And lately, I should say. Not just today. Pretty much every day, right? Not even lately. Pretty much every day ever. What the news is just a collection of psychos and what the most recent psycho did. It's a little disheartening at times. We got 35 people in here. All right, good turnout so far. So boom, there we go. We are almost halfway to the goal, guys. Good going. And moving forward, we'll get Toby some crunchy, so that'll be a big hit, I think. We'll give him a bunch for each donation, and then we'll give him the bowl at the end. Okay, so 2 American tourists sentenced to life in prison for murdering Italian newlywed police officer. Finnegan Lee Elder stabbed an officer while friend Gabriel Natalie Hjorth helped hide the knife in 2019. Finnegan, talk about an Irish name, huh? Hilario Finnegan. McCullough. So, I'm Irish. I can make Irish jokes. I'm like a combination of 457 things, but Irish is the biggest one. So 2 Americans from California were sentenced to life in prison by a jury in Rome on Wednesday for the stabbing of an Italian police officer. Finnegan Lee Elder, Irish and Italian, have had their struggles here in Boston. I thought it was going to be a Boston story. And Gabriel Natalie Hjorth, 21 and 20 respectively, were found guilty of charges of homicide, attempted extortion, assault, resisting a public official, and carrying an attack-style knife without just cause in connection to the death of Vice Brigadier Mario Curcelio Riga. How'd I do, Italian fans? According to the Associated Press. The jury deliberated for over 12 hours, reported the outlet. Here is Mr. Riga, I think was the last name. We'll show his picture. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Did I get the name right? It's either Curcelio or Curcelio. Or Curciello. Curciello. That's it, I bet. Curciello. Boom. This is him anyway. Poor guy just doing his job. Couple of schmuck Americans come over and take his life. Not cool. So in 2019, the then teens were visiting Rome when Elder stabbed the officer 11 times in a drug bust gone wrong. And Natalie Horth helped hide the murder weapon in their hotel room, the AP reports. In Italy, an accomplice to an alleged murder can be charged with murder even if they didn't physically participate in the death. Curciello Riga had just gotten back into Rome from his honeymoon when he was put on a case to investigate Elder and Natalie Horth in a drug bust. So it looks like they must have been over there for a bit getting investigated. These weren't first-timers jumping on over and unknowns, it sounds like, because he was put on the case. Huh. Okay. Oh, just 1 second, Tabitha. Let me finish this article, and we will announce we do have another donation coming in. Curciello Riga had just gotten back into Rome. I just read that. Come on, Jay, pick it up. His widow, Rosa Marie Acilio, was in court as the verdict was read, and she cried while holding onto a photo of the slain officer. According to AP, she told reporters outside of the courtroom his integrity was defended. He was everyone's son, everyone's carabinieri. He was everyone's something Italian. Just kidding, I don't know. Everyone's relative or something, I guess. He was a marvelous husband. He was a marvelous man, a servant of the state who merited respect and honor. Attorney Franco Coppi, who represented Officer Curciello Riga's family, told AP the jury's decision reflected the gravity of the deed, an atrocious crime, but he was not exactly satisfied because I can't help but think that such a harsh sentence falls upon two young men in their 20s. Really? Well, they killed somebody, pal, so get over it. We'll leave it there. I don't want to hear the family talking about how good kids they were. They weren't very good kids that day. Sorry to tell you. You know what? When your kids do something awful and hurt someone else, nobody wants to hear what they did when they were 4 and how they played with their teddy bear. It just is what it is. It's still sad. We're all people, but you got to go down for the crime if you're going to. Down for the time if you do the crime, if you know what I mean. Just made that saying. I've never been said before. Okay. Bunch of crunchies. This is coming in from Tabitha. Sir, please say thank you to Tabitha. Thank you so much, Tabitha, and I hope you're feeling better, says Toby. I hope everything's okay. We love you. And boom, some crunchies for the Tobster. You ready, buddy? Here's a nice, good amount. He was everyone's favorite cop. You always got to leave one, so I got to sit there for an extra minute. Come on, eat the last one. We got news to cover. Okay. Thank you for smashing your tongue into my hand to pick it up, Tobster. Good job. And that, everybody, was the Tobster eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. Okay. Our next story. Another pretty much child. A 13-year-old Pennsylvania teenager is found fatally shot 6 months after going missing. She didn't deserve this, says her family. Police had been searching for Alazana Carter since October when they found her fatally shot in a North Philadelphia apartment on April 18th. Alazana Carter. I haven't heard this one, but let's see if we can get a family member's name. And you know what? We've been doing this lately. We'll pull up Facebook right now, message them, see if they want to come on the show. I've gotten a couple interviews that way, reading the article here, and then pulling the information right there. Did I change that 57? Hang on. No, I didn't, because Tabitha. So it goes down to 47. We got to put Tabitha in there for her $10. Thank you so much, Tabitha. Guys, we're past half the goal. We've been having this weird thing lately where we can't get past half. We get almost a half, and then it was just dying for the day. Can we hit the goal today? Come on, guys. Let's do it. Who doesn't want to watch Toby eat crunchies? It's the thrill of a lifetime. Toby's making Shammy hungry. Hey, you're the one that gave him some of the food, Shammy. It's your fault. Okay. So, a Philadelphia family searching for answers after a 13-year-old girl was found dead last month, 6 months after she went missing. Police had been searching for Alizana Carter since October when they found her fatally shot in a North Philadelphia apartment on April 18th. Wait a minute. She was in the apartment still? For 6 months, decomposing there in the apartment? Officers responded to a radio call of a person with a gun, gunshots, and a person shot around 10:58 in the 1500. Oh, no. Okay, so she wasn't shot 6 months ago. She was missing for 6 months, was around wherever this was, then was shot. Wow. So she was alive for 6 months. That's even sadder. I'd like to see if I can talk to the family and if we can get anything else. If they're willing to talk, this might be too fresh since it was how this happened. We'll see. When they arrived, they found Alizana unresponsive in a first-floor apartment. She had suffered a gunshot wound to the mouth and was pronounced dead on scene. Alizana wasn't identified as the victim until May 1st, police said. On Tuesday, loved ones held a vigil for the teenager, releasing balloons in her honor and pleading for answers about who shot her. Well, first off, whose apartment was she in? What is going on here? Colorado stopped using the death penalty in 2020. Did they? Woohoo, love to see Tobster, says Annie. Will the trial be in Italy? Yes, Jenny, it will. Am I going to stream Barry Morphew's court appearance? Maybe. I didn't even think of it. Who asked me that? M.O. When is it? I typically don't do things like that because I see so many other channels doing it, but maybe I will. You know, I typically I think there's going to be so many bigger channels doing it that even my own subscribers will be on like someone bigger's channel and not even notice mine, you know, so I don't do it, but I can try. When is the trial? I do have an article about him that I read earlier, of course. Does anyone know when is the trial? Didn't we just read it, huh? This is what I mean by when I say I'm brain dead when I just wake up after work. Hang on, I think I read it in the article. I'm sitting here asking a question after I just read the article. Oh, wake up, Jay. Okay. Went missing. Just want to see exactly when. Oh my God. I don't know. I'll have to look. Yeah, if I can, I will, for sure. I'll see how many people are in here, though. Because if I stream it and there's like 1 or 2 people, I'll probably be like, guys, just go to a bigger channel. Watch them do it. They're better than me. You know, most people probably watch and like, I don't know if John Lorden does that, or I know a few channels do it and they do a good job. So, Duty Ron, I think he does that. I don't think there's one set up yet, but I could be wrong. Okay. Yeah, I have no problem streaming it. That'll be cool. Guys, give me 1 second. Something's going on off camera that you can't see or hear, but I sure can. Just bear with me. Yep, you saw that right. I just fell. I was so excited when I fell. Do you know what my first thought was? I was like, that better make a blooper reel or I'm going to be offended. Like a video that's like streamers who made assholes of themselves. And you'll see some guy like falling asleep or something. And then some guy, a spider falls in his head. Then me like, be right back, guys. I deserve it. Okay. As long as I got on camera, I'll do anything. I always feel like I'm such a klutz. I feel like it's going to happen one day where I'm going to have like the worst thing. I'll stand up and I'll like, my pants will get caught on the chair and they'll like rip off as I stand up and the camera will be like right at my crotch. Like that's totally like a me move. Something's going to happen that's going to like be the end of my channel. It'll be awful. And it's all going to be because I'm just a 6'5" complete fucking klutz. Excuse my language. I swear. And I won't notice it. I'll like get up and I'll be talking to someone and I'll just be like dangling in the breeze. And everyone will be like, ah! Turn it off! Hang on 1 second, guys. Okay. You fall daily. Look, we got a whole bunch of klutzes in the chat. See? All you got to do is admit you're a klutz and you get support. This is now like a klutz support group. Everyone's like, me too, me too. I'm wicked clumsy. Okay. So, Alizuna's older cousin, who was not identified by name, also spoke at her vigil. He said that his cousin was a kind person who didn't deserve to be harmed. Sad stuff. Oh, we got a video here. Let's play a video real quick. Why not? See what it says. Hopefully it's not too long. Klutz Convention. My name's Jason Hebert, and I'm a klutz. Hi, my name's Jason. Hi, Jason. And I fall on the daily. Sometimes I stand up and I show myself on camera accidentally and people start screaming. All right, guys, let me play this real quick.
Young girl vanished, disappeared for 6 months when just days ago police confirmed she was found dead. And tonight her friends and family just want to know what happened. Here's Shawnette Wilson.
A vigil was held this evening on the same block where this young girl was murdered. Who did this? Why it took the family so long to be notified and so long for police to identify her body? All questions that still remain. Orange balloons released in memory of this 13-year-old girl who lost her life to gun violence. Elysiana Carter, known to family and friends as Libby, died after someone shot her in the face.
She was a strong girl, but she didn't deserve this. Not at all.
Her mother, Tricia, spoke during a vigil this evening saying, quote, due to some situations, Libby wasn't able to be home, so she ran.
We all tried to look and keep her safe every day.
Here's what police say happened. In November of last year, investigators announced that Libby was reported missing and that she was last seen the morning of October 12th near the 7100 block of Theodore Street in Southwest. Then, 6 months later, on April 18th, police found someone shot in the mouth in a first-floor apartment on the 1500 block of Overington Street in Frankfort. At that time, they only referred to the victim as an unidentified female who died at the scene. It wasn't until this past Saturday, May 1st, that the person was identified as Libby, the missing teen. Her older cousin said tonight she was a good girl who liked doing TikTok and dancing.
They think, oh, because she was out in the street, she doing something bad. No, people just hang around the wrong group of people.
Police tell me she had run away several times from her parents and guardian care. The day after the murder, police released this surveillance video showing someone they called a suspect. Her grieving father seen here talking to police during the vigil.
This is a child that's walking around in the streets. We don't know what happened, but we're going to find out.
Police did not have any additional information on any possible suspects. They would only say this remains an active murder investigation. Shawnette Wilson, Fox 29 News.
Sad stuff. Young girl. We're going to try to find that family, guys. Let's find the family and get a show done for her, huh? What do you say? Okay, guys, I got one more article. So we are on our last leg here, last 10 minutes. So real quick, before we continue the beginning of the end, we want to give a shout out to our supporters who are, boom, boom, boom. Wrong. Wait a minute. That's the right one. Ronnie, Shammy, Tabitha, Peridot Eyes, Peridot, I don't know, I can't read. JP and Annie. Annie donated $5. I didn't put the right thing there. But so if you would like to donate, we got 10 minutes left. You know, double treats for Toby. If we hit the goal, guys, Toby gets his treat bowl. Cool, fun stuff. Crunchies. What, can we do it? 10 minutes left to go. But in the meantime, take a look at this story. So a New York man dies 5 days after being beaten during a street fight. He meant well to everybody. If you've been, New York is a crazy kind of place. Let me tell you, no matter where you live, New York's different from where you live. People come up to you at a rate that you can't even believe. They come up to you and ask you for things and try to talk to you. Even if you're like, no, where I live, a lot of people will talk to you in the street. Not like New York. I visited New York once, and I was giving people like $1, $2, maybe even a $5, homeless people, because I felt bad, you know. I got there, someone came, I was like, yeah, man, yeah, bro, yeah, there you go. It literally took like 17 minutes, and my attitude completely went from one end of the spectrum to the other, where I was like, yeah, here you go, here you go. By the end, I was like, everyone needs to chill. Here I go. They're coming from this direction. I was like snapping after like 17 minutes. It's literally constant. You turn the corner, you're like, good, I got away from them. There's more. You can't escape it. It was driving me crazy. And New York is a crazy place. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the story. So Lucas, oh God, Rusick, Ruszczyk, 38 years old, was rushed to Wyckoff Heights Medical Center, where he died Tuesday from his injuries. Very sad. So the man got in a street fight. This is Lucas. Looks like he's from, I don't know, maybe Czech Republic or Germany or somewhere, Russia maybe. I don't know. That's quite a name, though. A New York man has died 5 days after being beaten during a street fight in Queens. Lucas Rusick, 38, was found lying intoxicated and semi-conscious on the sidewalk near a bus stop at Forest Ave and Putnam Ave in the Ridgewood neighborhood of Queens around 3 a.m. on Friday, according to the New York City Police Department. Further investigation revealed that police had received a 911 call around 6 a.m. on Thursday about two homeless men who were fighting near the same bus stop. Oh, he was homeless? He didn't look homeless. Rusick was found 21 hours later with bruising about his torso, having been the victim of an apparent assault. Rusick was rushed to Wyckoff Heights Medical Center, where he died Tuesday from his injuries. Yeah, let me tell you, I'm telling you, that homeless population in New York, they are crazy. They will run up on you. They are not shy to ask you for every dime in your pocket. So the other man allegedly involved in the street fight, whom police identified as 35-year-old Piotr Wilk. Hey, that's the only time I've ever seen the name Piotr other than Piotr Jan, the MMA fighter. It's kind of like Peter, but Piotr. So that's a Russian. Now that's a Russian. I know that much. Has been charged with murder, NYPD confirmed. Rusick immigrated to Ridgewood from Poland. I was close. When he was 8 years old, he had recently hit a rough patch, but wanted to get back on his own feet. His brother, Mark Jurgel, told the New York Daily News. Jurgel said that he isn't sure what happened 1 second between the two men on Thursday, but he thinks his brother would have never wanted to hurt anyone. He was a good guy with a lot of problems, he told the Daily News. Despite whatever he was, he still meant well to everybody. I think they're referring to him being homeless. Yeah. Homeless people are people too, everybody. Let's not villainize them. Not individually anyways, but like earlier we were talking about the homeless problem in Austin. Yeah, it's definitely a problem for people living in areas where they congregate. Okay, guys, that is it. Thank you so much for joining us. We didn't hit our goal, but it's okay. We got close enough. We got past the halfway point. So as a consolation prize, we'll give Toby a nice handful of treatsies. Crunchies. Crunchy time. There's Shammy. You ready, buddy? You want some crunchies? Thank you for joining. He just farted. I swear that's what that was. I got to play that back. As he was, do you see he was bending over for the tree? Toby, come on, you're on camera, bud. Now everyone's going to think it's me. Come on, finish. Always got to leave one. All right, everybody, have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining us. If we get any donations in the meantime by the show tomorrow, we will count that for tomorrow's show with the opening. So you won't lose your credit. Toby won't lose his treats. Don't you worry. I love you all. Thanks for joining us. Great turnout today. We were at like 38 people for a while. So that's good for the show. I guess that shows how important titles are, huh? All right, I love you. Take care. And I'll see you for an interview soon as well. Bye-bye.